And welcome back to the Red Crew. It's your boy Chesco. I'm here with Luis. We are back. We are here to recap UFC 297.
Okay.
Honestly, you know what helps me?
What is it?
The fact that 300 is so close.
You know it has to be.
Exactly.
You can only be so far away.
No, and I know it's 3 away. You know what I
okay,
mean?
okay.
Because I'm a math genius. So, like, it's just like 3 away. By the time we get to like 306, I'm going to be fucked.
But 300 is going to be fine. 301, 302, 303.
Yeah.
And then after that,
To that, where I'm like, oh, shit.
497.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
All right, so talk about comeback kings. We got Neil Magny versus Mike Malott.
That dude messed up the bag bad.
Yeah. He had it.
Mike Malott messed up the bag bad, bro. And you know what was ironic? Neil Magny, that's what you could tell, like, people, that's why ET and I have this discussion all the time. And he's like, guys like Neil Magny aren't elite. To me, that's what differentiates, like,
The grit.
not the grit. The fact that what Neil Magny did to Mike Malott for what? 45 seconds? 50 seconds?
Yeah.
Finished him. Mike Malott did that to Neil Magny for 2 rounds and a half. And
But you have to put perspective into the situation. The fact that Mike Malott did that for 2 minutes and a half, or for 2 rounds and a half, only played into Neil Magny being able to do what he was able to do because he was gassed.
But what I'm saying is that he had him in a compromising position to finish him for 2 rounds, and Neil Magny survived it, and never really every time.
But Mike Malott never got to the level that Neil Magny did.
But he took him down easily, got his back. Like it seemed like there was no way. You didn't see where Neil Magny was gonna figure it out.
But never in those 2 rounds did you think, okay, well, this is gonna be a decision. It was always like, okay, Neil Magny is comfortable here. He knows how to defend against all of this.
But it's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm like, he's comfortable being uncomfortable. Like he was. Never. You feel like
he's been through enough of this to understand that this too shall pass.
It was like he was definitely in danger. Yeah. Like it wasn't like I was saying, oh, Neil Magny's not gonna get finished, but it never got to that point. What I mean is like, but you're always like, yo, it could get to that point soon where it's close, because he was on top of him for 2 rounds and a half, and then Neil Magny reverses. I think what was it exactly? Like I forgot exactly how it went. I don't know if he shook him off.
I think he shook him off.
Or
he had him on his back and he shook him off.
Or Mike Malott went for a guillotine. One of the two. And Neil Magny ended up on top. And that was it. Mike Malott could not survive, which is what I'm saying that Neil Magny did for 2 minutes. I mean, two rounds. He being on the bottom most of the time. And it's crazy. That dude messed up the bag bad, bro.
He just needs better conditioning. If he had better conditioning, when he has better conditioning, I think he'd be a good.
And I'll tell you this: the ref didn't want to stop it.
No, he didn't. He was giving him a chance.
He
was giving him a chance. He's like, just give me time to give you the opportunity, because he
survived 12 seconds. Yes. It was 12 seconds left. The ref didn't want to stop it at all.
But he wasn't defending himself. He was just doing this.
He was just like he was out. He was out. He stayed on the ground. I think he probably still might be there. Like he stayed down there, like looking up at the sky for like 30 minutes.
I don't think he got knocked out. I just think he was so gassed that
he was so gassed. I'm telling you.
That.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so crazy things in life. Like, did you know that Sofia Vergara and Lionel Messi were partying together?
No.
Yeah. It was crazy. They took a photo together.
Or is that just
context? All I could think is like, if my girl doesn't let me shoot my shot with Sofia Vergara, I don't really think she loves me.
Elaborate.
Like if you're out a night with Sofia Vergara and your girl says no, you can't shoot your shot with her. It's like, I don't think she loves you. Like this, like
my girl's like, you know what, go for it.
Exactly, right?
Like you don't got a chance. So might as well do something.
If my girl doesn't, exactly, right? It's like, thank you. Don't you agree with me? Like if your girl doesn't say yeah, go for it, then she doesn't love you.
But it's more like oh honey, go for it.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah. That's all I'm saying, because you gotta let me go for it. Like the love of my life already left me for a football player. Like this might be my last chance.
How many loves do you have?
Oh, a lot. A lot.
He said that with a little flutter your eyes.
A lot. Not gonna lie to you, a lot.
Okay, so who's next for Neil Magny.
Oh, whoever they want.
Do you think at this point he's just a gatekeeper?
He's just a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
It's like there's a Neil Magny test.
Mhm.
Like he's not championship level, but that's what I said about ET. Like to me, that's elite. That to me,
I see both sides between you and elite, and you and ET, because and when elite means the top of the top, the cream of the crop. If you're not the guy or close to the guy, you're not it.
you're not elite.
Like Max Holloway, I would think he would say he's elite.
Yeah, because he's a champion. Yeah, it's like, but if you're not championship material, you're not elite.
Exactly.
To me, no. To me, that I saw last night, that shows me he's elite.
No, I agree.
And
like to me, elite is like 0.1%, and
everybody
who is ranked is a 0.1%.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. To me, you have to be in that 0.1% of the world to be elite. That's a lot of people, but it ain't that many people. Like, and Neil Magny, the dude has the record for that division. Like, to me, to say that guy's not elite is.
It's disrespectful to him.
Exactly.
No, I agree.
Exactly.
I agree.
And so yeah, to me that's all that shows me. Like, can Neil Magny make a run at it? No.
You don't think he can do like Charles Oliveira did, where he just finds something, trains, and
no.
Elaborate. What do you think he's missing that would bring him to the next point?
He's just not championship level. The next level is championship level.
Yeah, but they said the same thing about Charles Oliveira. Well, what is it? Charles Oliveira improved his game.
But two things. Okay, Charles Oliveira's had two things that Neil Magny doesn't. One thing, age.
Okay.
Second thing, he went up a division.
Okay.
Like, I think Oliveira has lost once at 155.
Okay.
Like,
versus
every other loss was at 145. The dude was killing himself to make the weight.
I don't think it's the same thing with Neil.
No, it's not.
You can't, yeah.
Yeah, you can't. He's not gonna go up to 185.
Absolutely
like,
not. Heck,
so
the killers that are in that
and
division.
he's like 36, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like you don't have the age, or you're not going up to 185. Like either, like. So yeah, Neil Magny. No, nothing's gonna change. Whoever the next new guy is gonna fight Neil Magny, and to see if he's good enough to. Now Neil Magny is what, 12th? 13. So he might go up to 12th. Who's 15th?
15 is Ryan Fakhretdinov.
It might be that guy. Like, you know, those are the guys. Like, whenever a guy gets a decent win and you're like, yo, he might have a chance. Let's put him with Neil Magny, Jeff Neal or Neil Magny, whichever one's available, right? And those two are like. That's what they're there for.
It's so interesting they're both in the same division too.
Yeah.
It's like there's no way you're not gonna get them confused.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And and the worst thing is if you gotta fight both of them. That's
if they fight each other.
No. If you gotta like your test is Neil Magny, like, okay, now fight Jeff Neal. Those are two tests that you're like, okay, you might be real. Like, and because like you said, what would take Neil Magny for get to the next level? This is why it's like my respect for Neil Magny is like he won't get to the next level because there's not many levels between Neil Magny and champion.
But there's something that he can do to improve his game.
I don't think so.
You don't think maybe his stand-up games he could definitely improve his.
No, I don't think so. The guy. I don't know if you watched his last fight versus Ian Gary.
No.
He got his leg kicked off his body almost, and it happened yesterday as well. It's just that Malott stopped for some reason. But
it was so sad because the whole night they were emphasizing how none of the Canadian fighters, male fighters, had won any of the fights. And this was their chance to have a winner for that night. And he had it. First round, good. Second round, good. Third round, he choked.
Man, that's how you know. They say Americans don't have a heart. We do have a heart.
What do you say? What would we have done differently as a crowd?
Invade them.
That's having a heart?
Yeah, we could have been invaded. Like y'all want a little bit more of land.
Just the fact that we haven't invaded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially when Trump was in office. Like, imagine if Trump one day woke up and like, you know, I want a little bit more of land. Let's just go take Canada. Who's going to stop him?
I mean.
Who's going to stop him? Toronto?
They're like, hey, how about you don't take our land?
Like, hey, look, the craziest, half of the country can't communicate with the other half of the country. Like, they won't even be able to communicate with each other.
It's interesting that there's parts that only speak French and there's parts that only speak English.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm telling you, it's like, so he's like, how are we gonna defend? I'm like, what?
And apparently their French is different than France.
Yeah, so they can't go to France either.
Dang.
It's like Jamaicans. You know, Jamaicans technically speak English.
But they speak English. They just have a thick accent.
No, but they make up words.
Like what? Well, not that I would know any French.
Exactly. It's like, I'm just saying. All right. See you guys next time. Peace.